What's good, y'all? So, I came across a video a couple of days ago. It's like in my suggested videos on YouTube and shit, of a dude talking about why he didn't believe in marriage and telling everybody, do not get married for these reasons, right? I watched a little snippet of it, man, but I ain't really had time for it like that. But recently, my boy went through something closely related. Him and his girlfriend broke up because he didn't want to get married and he didn't want to have kids. So I was like, shit, I keep seeing this subject, might as well talk about it. But his reasoning is, one, the divorce rate is high, and two, 20, 30 years down the line, after he done worked and built up all this stuff with his business and his money and shit like that, there's no reason he should have to split half of it if he was to ever mess up. Mess up as in fuck another girl, right? So I've heard these reasons, man. You know, a lot of guys that aren't for marriage or people that oppose marriage in a personal sense have these same reasons. There's a high divorce rate, and then, you know, we're fucked if we ever do something wrong, you know, we're not on prenup and all that other stuff. Well, I do believe marriage ain't for everybody. And I've been saying this for years. It ain't something you should rush into, even if you are for it. And then at the same time, it just ain't for everybody and shit. If it ain't for you, don't do it, because all you're gonna do is ruin somebody else's life who really wanted marriage from the beginning. But me personally, this is why I do believe in marriage. First off, when it comes to the divorce rate being so high, like, that's not even a reason to not want to do something. And this is why I say that. What's the breakup rate? For everybody that become boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah, I bet motherfuckers did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And my boy did this, and you know, I'm okay with him different and, you know, his opinion and how he feel about marriage or whatever. But I think that was really an illogical reason to not want marriage whenever he was just in a relationship. And I'm sure if they did a study on how many people get together as boyfriend and girlfriend and break up, you know, I'm talking about get together as boyfriend and girlfriend and you don't die together as boyfriend and girlfriend or married, I guarantee you the rate of that shit is like 95%. But he ain't mind doing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Or what's the rate of people that go to the gym and actually stick with it? So is that a reason for you to say, fuck it, I ain't even gonna get in shape. I don't wanna go to the gym. Most people that go to the gym don't stick with it more than 3 weeks, so I ain't gonna do it. It's too high of a rate of people falling off for me to even try. That don't make no sense. So, you know, the divorce rate ain't never been nothing that been on my mind, but I keep hearing people say that shit and it's really kind of dumb. But the other thing that he said, you know, later on down the road, I may fall off in something or whatever. Okay, see, in this case, I'm okay with him saying he doesn't want marriage. It probably would have been better for the girl if he had said this shit in the very beginning, but at least he's honest with himself and saying, I'm not about to try to force myself into something I really don't want to do. Because he don't so much have a problem with marriage, he got a problem with commitment. You know, commitment is that thing where you can't just, you know, go with the wind. Depending on how you feel that day, however the wind blows. You really do have to commit to this, no matter how you feel, even if you ain't in the mood for it no more, even if it ain't fun no more, even if it's starting to get hard and the temptation is starting to get greater, you still gotta stick with what you said you would do. That's a commitment. And the purpose of a commitment is to secure what a woman invests in you. So the conflict isn't that he just doesn't want, you know, commitment. The conflict is he would likely be asking of a woman to give her all and to invest in him and to do for him and to believe and trust in him and to wrap her whole entire life into his, while he leaves that door open for him to step out whenever the fuck he feels like it, or should he feel like it. You know, he needs to lower the stakes for what he probably still might do. And that's an issue if you asking a girl to give you her all. Like, why would you put every valuable, every diamond, every dollar you own into a safe that ain't got no lock on it? That doesn't make any sense, does it? You know what I'm saying? That's the purpose for the levels to the relationships. Like, you got dating where y'all just kind of getting to know whether or not y'all personalities click or whatever. Then you got the relationship where you figure out, you know, is this person's character aligned with mine? You know, can I wrap my feelings up into this person? Then you got marriage where you wrap your whole entire life up, your finances, you know, you have kids, y'all got credit scores, y'all making business moves together, you know what I'm saying? You got families and shit involved. That's where, you know, this is the reason why we have levels to this commitment thing and why commitment is necessary in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it ain't for everybody. But I think what saves everybody some trouble is in the beginning You establish that so that she doesn't end up feeling like just a convenience whenever you break it to her that from the beginning, you never wanted a fucking commitment. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even about marriage with a lot of people. A lot of people are just saying, I don't want to secure and make safe everything that you invest in me. And I think it's only fair if you tell a woman that up front, so that if she feels the same way, then she can go forward with you. But she doesn't get burned by putting everything or believing that y'all are actually going somewhere that you never planned on heading in the first place. So I believe in marriage, man, because one, fuck the divorce rate. And two, I do want a woman to give me her all. I don't want just part of her. I don't just want her to stay in a safe place. I don't want her to keep her guard up. I want us to be able to love each other, you know, without abandoning a place where there's no space and time. Like, I want us to be able to love each other to our fullest potential. I think that's like the whole purpose of life. You know what I'm saying? You don't laugh just a little bit. You want jokes that make you laugh a lot. You know what I mean? You don't want just a little bit of excitement. You want a lot of excitement. You want to live to the absolute, you know, on the largest scale possible. You want to live. That's the same way I want to love. But I can't speak for everybody. And if it ain't for you, shit, the best thing you can do, man, is just let a woman know that up front so she don't even have that on her mind, because you ain't even got that shit on your radar. So